Hello, Sally.
What do you want?
Just checking my investment.
I thought that was the job you gave your daughter.
Well, actually, I run my own investigation on Spectre financial history. And I would like to discuss it with you.
I'm only interested in discussing Spectre's future, not its past.
Well, if my hunch is correct, Spectre's future and past may be significantly related.
Well, that sounds like a discussion that perhaps our daughters would like to be a part of. Why don't I buzz Macy and Karen,
Don't. I want to talk to you in private.
I'm all ears.
Spectra Fashions has always been a consistent moneymaker. But there are a few quarters that show an extraordinary jump in profits.
Oh? Just where do you see that?
Final quarter in 81 show a profit of $235,000 in one quarter, and the next quarter jumps to over $1 million. Now, just how do you explain that?
Leggings.
What about them?
They were all the craze that season.
Apparently.
But you see, it wasn't how many pairs of leggings we sold. It was when we sold.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean that we had a mole burrowing into the firm that developed the idea. He passed the word along to us, and we got our leggings out on the market first.
What about the second quarter of 85?
Yeah. Fancy underwear, worn as outerwear.
Just another tip.
Yeah. A very lucrative one.
Just as I suspected.
What is this, Bill? Are you about to deliver a lecture on business ethics?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Well, save it. I don't want to hear it.
You want your company back, though, don't you? You take my advice, and you just may have a very good chance of getting it back. All 100% of it.
It's really beautiful, isn't it? Someday, Mama, I'm going to be the lady of the house, wife to this great man. But first, we have to get to Lauren. You have to get to Lauren for me, Mama. Get her to accept me. You see, she's the only obstacle standing between me and this wonderful life.
Yes?
Stephanie. What are you doing here? And why are you in Eric's robe?
Well, I spent the night here.
You did.
Sheila, let's go.
You slept here last night? Is that what you're telling me?
The bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by Pepto-Bismol. The one that coats is the only one you need.
Yes, I spent the night here, Sheila. Sheila, let's go.
And you're wearing his robe.
So I am. I slept in the guest room.
The guest room.
Something came up and Eric was kind enough to invite me to stay. I don't believe we've been introduced.
This is my mother, Molly Carter. Mom, this is Stephanie Forrester.
Hello. How do you do?
Look, Stephanie, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that...
How did you get in here?
I have a key.
A key?
Yes, Eric gave it to me.
Oh, really?
Sheila, I want to go now.
Mom, it's all right.
Please. I'm feeling a little ill.
Mother is here to meet Eric.
Oh, she is.
Goodbye, Mrs. Forster. It's nice meeting you. Let's go.
You're going to give me back your half of my company?
I never give anything away for free, Sally.
I have already reluctantly agreed to follow your suggestion that I knock off major designs. Now, isn't that enough? What more do you want us to do here?
It's not enough to copy fashion when it hits the runway. You have to get it before it comes out. And nobody does that better than you do.
That's ancient history.
You could be back on your feet by the next season, Sally. But you've got to stop limiting yourself. Come on, use your talents. Use your resources, your talents, the things that made you great.
Why don't we just call a spade here? What you're asking me to do is to steal other designers' ideas. I wonder, have you discussed this great plan with your daughter?
No, she doesn't need to know. Look, the bottom line to business is profit.
No, there's much more to it than that.
Oh, really? Power, fame, respect, it all comes down to money.
There's a great deal of difference between being famous and being infamous.
Really? And this respectability that Clark Garrison brought this company, where do I see it now? Where did it get you?
It wasn't respectability, it was Clark's greed that sank this company.
Well, it certainly wouldn't have happened if you had stayed to your plan and done the things that make you great. Clark stole your respectability, he stole your prestige and your power. Now, do you want it back? You can have it back, you and your entire family.
And what about control of my own company? Can I have that back?
You make my investment pay off. You make my daughter a shining star in this business, and I just may show my gratitude to you by selling my half of Spectra back to you. Pennies for the dollar. Now it's your choice. I'm giving you a chance, Sally. Now the question is, how badly do you really want it?
And you say she's this man's ex-wife. His ex-wife?
Yes, Mother, Stephanie is Eric's ex-wife.
Sleeping in his place, wearing his robe. She sure didn't look like his ex-wife.
Well, what are you suggesting?
This woman was very surprised you had a key.
So what?
She was acting like we were intruders.
Intruders.
Yes, and I felt like one, sneaking around.
Wait a minute, Mom. I am not an intruder. I'm not even a guest in that home. I belong there.
You stop it. You're talking like a lunatic. Be realistic.
You don't believe me? Is that what you're saying? You don't believe that Eric and I are in love?
All I know is that we went over to some rich man's apartment, used a key, and let ourselves in. Oddly enough, and who did we find? His wife!
His ex-wife.
Whatever! She was wearing his clothes! Sheila, if you're pulling your old tricks, this man's not ready to marry you, is he?
Oh, that is it. You're gonna sit down with Eric, Mother, once and for all and find out how he feels about me. I am not lying.
You better not be. You sure as hell better not be.
Yeah, come in. Stephanie,
Do you have a minute?
you couldn't do it, could you?
What?
Spend the day at the condo, relaxing, taking bubble baths?
Well, actually, I was about to. When there was an interruption.
There was.
Yeah, something strange happened. Someone stopped by while I was there.
Who?
Sheila.
Well, Sheila. Probably stopping by on her way to work.
I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
Because she had her mother with her.
Her mother? Are you sure?
She introduced me to her.
It's funny. The last time I heard anything about her mother, she was terribly ill.
She didn't look ill.
Why she didn't tell me she was in town?
I'm sure that you'll find out soon enough. I think she wants to introduce Mother to you.
I have not told you one lie. Not one. Since I let you know I was alive.
I'm sorry. I need proof of that.
Well, is sitting down with Eric going to be proof enough?
I keep hearing about it, but I never see anything happening.
You really are a piece of work, you know that?
I'm starting to think you don't want me to meet this man. Because you know if you're not what you claim to be, if you and this man are not as close as you say, I'll expose you. I'll tell him everything about you and your past. I will not let you do to this man what you did to Scott, Lauren, and me.
Well, your vote of confidence is overwhelming. You want proof? I'll give you proof. And I hope you brought some dinner clothes, Mother, because we normally dine in the private dining room at his club. Oh, not that you would believe that either. Yes, Eric Forster, please. Would you please tell him Sheila's calling?
Eric Forster?
Hi, it's me.
Hi. I'm just talking to Stephanie here.
Then you know.
About your mother being here? Yes.
Well, can we all get together for dinner? Mother would really love to meet you. How about the private dining room?
Oh, let's be social. What about the Cafe Russe?
Oh, that would be lovely. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
Bye, sweetie. Well, Mother.
All right, I apologize.
As well you should.
I know you think I'm horrible, but I'm just trying to protect myself.
Yeah, from your own daughter.
From a daughter who was willing to see me die. I don't know how much more I can help you.
Now, Mother, you know exactly how much more you can help me. You have got to get to Lauren, Mother. You've got to make her forgive me. And then you can tell her that I'm alive. But not until you're certain, Mama, not until you're certain she won't come after me or send the police.
Do you realize what you're asking?
It's not an impossible task.
Sheila, look. Up until the minute I heard you talking to Eric on the phone, even I didn't believe you. If your mother doesn't even believe you, how do you expect Lauren to? Oh, she's convinced that you're a liar. Needs somebody stronger than me to convince her that you're not. Wait a minute.
What?
Of course.
What are you talking about?
I'm not the one that should talk to Lauren. There's someone better than me. Much better.
Who?
The woman that convinced me. Your friend from college, Sara Jane. The one that calls me all the time. Honey, she loves you. She believes in you more than anyone else, even me. Yes! We are going to call Sara Jane right now and have her talk to Lauren.
%100% control of my own company again. It could all be mine. Then all I have to do to get it is turn this place into a den of thieves. Then go back to stealing other designers' ideas. That's a swell legacy for my children. But if I do what Bill Spencer wants me to do, I get rid of him, then I've got control of my company again. Can I do it? Can I really do that whole thing again?
Can you do what, Sal?
Doc. I was just trying to come up with a plan to get this company back on top again.
Oh, Sal, you will.
I don't know, honey. Used to have a lot of ideas in the old days. The joint was really jumping back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, Clark made us famous. Even though he was a pig.
Yeah, but even before that, we had a lot of good ideas. This place was supercharged with excitement, mystery, danger, intrigue, remember?
Police investigations, lawsuits.
Yeah, well, we were the underdog, little Spectra going up against the big guys like Forrester. We had to be smarter than anybody. We had to be so clever.
We had to be sneaky and underhanded.
Well, wasn't all that bad, was it, darling?
Yeah, it was kind of exciting. Hey, but why are we talking about this? That's all in the past. No, come on, Sal.
No, I was just giving it some thought, you know?
Sally, you're talking about stealing?
Oh, bite your tongue, darling. That's such an ugly word.
Come on, you know there's nothing I wouldn't do for you, but I actually can't believe you go back to doing that.
I don't wanna. I gotta find some way to show a profit. A big one.
But Spectra is so different now.
Oh, I know. We've definitely lost our edge. We are definitely out of practice. We haven't even got our networks anymore.
Networks. What's that?
Oh, you remember those people that we had planted in the competition? The ones that would gather information for us?
You mean spies?
You know, I really only need just one. Just somebody to work with me on this. Somebody I can trust.
This guy would have to know absolutely everything about the business.
Right. And it'd be good if it was somebody who had an interest in seeing Spectre become a success again.
Where are you gonna find a guy like that?
Well, maybe a guy like that isn't what I should be looking for. Maybe the best man for this job is somebody else. Somebody like you, darling. Of course, that's it. I need you, Einstein.
Sara Jane, get me her number.
Mother.
No, get me her number, honey. This is perfect. I should have thought of this a long time ago.
Oh, I don't think it's perfect.
Oh, how can you say that? Nobody believes in you more than Sara Jane. You should have heard the way she talked about you. I'm telling you, she sold me. If anyone can persuade Lauren Fenmore to forgive you, it's Sara Jane Kirk.
Look, let's just forget about Sarah, okay? Can we do that, please?
How can you say that? Sarah made a believer out of me, a believer. And I think she can make a believer out of Lauren much better than I could.
Oh, no, Mama, you're not giving yourself enough credit.
Why are you fighting me about this? Your friend will do a much better job than I could. Now, we'll have her call Lauren. I know this will work. Just find the telephone number.
I don't know it.
You don't?
No.
Well, find it. Where does she live?
No, I don't even know where she lives. Mom, I'd feel much better if we just left Sarah out of this, all right?
Why not?
I just don't want to.
Sheila, she's a friend like you've never had before. She knew everything about you, everything. You told her all about your personal life, about me, our family, the things we did. How could you not want her help? I'm sure she'd want to. You two must have been very close. She knew more about you than I knew. She probably knew more about...
What is it, Mama?
You don't really want to find her, do you?
Well, it'd be pretty impossible, Mama. I wouldn't even know where to start looking.
Of course you wouldn't. Because she doesn't exist. There's no Sara Jane Kirk. Those phone calls were made by you. My God! You lied to me. You tricked me into believing in you. This is the end. Do you hear me? This is the end. It's over. Over. Eric Forrester is going to find out the truth about you tonight.
This sounds like a really interesting dinner.
Yes, it should be. I'm really looking forward to meeting Sheila's mother. Tonight I will really get to know the woman I love.